Hello Aries, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the first half of July from the 1st through the 15th. General reading as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. Just a side note, guys, that I am blocking off the second half of August just to take a bit of a recharge and a break. So basically my July dates are filling up rather quickly, and if you would like to have your reading scheduled during the month of July, I would suggest go ahead and book your reading sooner rather than later before those dates fill up completely. All right, guys. So, and of course, as always, I will provide a link to all of the card decks that are presented here. Getting all tongue-tied here. All right, so let's get started, Aries, with your reading. I've got 3 card decks that I'm using to start things off for the focus messages, and I really wanted to take a look at what's in the shadows, especially since we are in Mercury retrograde, just to take a look and see what potential challenges might be affecting your love life and certainly your life at this point in time. So we'll start things off with In the Shadows Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive, and then we'll grab a couple messages from the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That is just the name of the card deck. And then we're going to grab a song from my new deck. It's called Heart Songs, and it's songs in the key of love. I created this deck. I was a songwriter before I was ever a card reader, so I just really wanted to create something that had music in it, and this is what I came up with. So hopefully whatever song pops up here for this reading, Aries, you guys are able to relate to that, and let's see how it all ties in together for the overall vibe of this reading here. I forgot to actually grab my little contraption here to organize my cards, so I'm going to do that really quick just to better organize my desk as I do this reading. So let's get started, guys. Let's take a look and see what's going to come through here. Starting off with In the Shadows. Angels and spirit guides for Aries in love and life for the first half of July. What is contributing to the shadows? I wondered how far this would go. This could either be you thinking this, Aries, or the person that you're focused on for this reading. So we'll see what that's referring to as the rest of this reading unfolds. And this one says, we are not right for each other. Okay, so somebody's come to their own realization that maybe this connection just isn't working. And again, because we are in Mercury retrograde, you know, sometimes we experience a little bit more challenges in our relationships. There's miscommunication typically, and people tend to just be a little bit angrier and just on the edge more. So maybe that's why it's affecting that message. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with the Twin Flame Shadows deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries in love and life for the first half of July. What else is in the shadows? What else is challenging this connection or your life at this time? Somebody's walking away. Look at that. We are not right for each other, and somebody's walking away. And it's interesting. I wondered how far this would go. So maybe somebody was actually questioning how long you guys might possibly be pretending that this was actually going quite well, or just sweeping the problems under the rug and not really dealing with it. But clearly we have somebody here, Aries, that's walking away. This could be you walking away from somebody, feeling that perhaps you guys are just not right for each other. And of course that could be reversed too. Somebody who's feeling this way and has actually walked away from you. We'll grab one more here. And then we've got embarrassment. This is quite interesting. So we're going to have to, of course, see how the rest of this reading unfolds and how that is all tying in together. Okay, somebody's embarrassed perhaps over what they've said or what they've done. So we'll see. We will take a look at that. All right, guys, let's grab a song here. Tapping into the energy of this reading here. Angels and spirit guides for Aries in love and life. What song best reflects the energy of this reading here at this time? So, somebody walking away, we are not right for each other. I'm guided to this one here. This is a song called Everything I Need. If you're an Aquaman fan like I am, this is actually by Skylar Grey. So these are the lyrics from that song. Born on the wrong side of the ocean with all the tides against you, you never thought you'd be much good for anyone. But that's so far from the truth. I know there's pain in your heart and you're covered in scars. Wish you could see what I do, 'cause baby, everything you are is everything I need. You're everything to me. So what I am picking up from this, Aries, is that somebody may have walked away, possibly because of past hurts or just shadow work that they never completed or have done, which is preventing them from actually finding happiness. So this might actually be a really good connection between the two of you, but if they're broken, if they have not healed their heart from past hurts, that's something that they're going to have to do on their own. You know, they're going to have to walk that journey. And this is not something that they can help you do, or this is not something that you can help them do. You know, so take it for how that resonates. And of course, for some of you, this could certainly resonate for yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with the Mystic Moon Oracles deck. Angels and Spirit Guides for Aries. Angels and Spirit Guides. What else do we need to know for this reading in love and life for the first half of July for Aries? We've got this numbing energy here. So somebody who is just not wanting to feel. You know, there's pain in your heart, as this card states. There's pain in your heart. You're covered in scars. And so there's still pain here that's been unprocessed and unhealed from, Aries. And if this is the person that you're dealing with, they're going to have to go through that healing journey so that it's not going to affect the relationship. You know, and if they are self-sabotaging themselves as far as finding happiness with you, you know, they're walking away from what I feel is a beautiful relationship, telling you we're not right for each other, but that I feel might be because they are actually running away from the type of love that you're offering them, especially if they just don't know how to handle a good relationship. Maybe they're just so used to getting their heart broken that now that it's time for them to really feel what true love feels like, they're not ready for that. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. You know, and you wishing that they could just see themselves in how you see them. If you see them in this beautiful light and they just don't see that for themselves. We have admired, and I feel this person that you're focused on for this reading, Aries, you do have a lot of admiration for this person. The thing is, I'm just picking up that they don't have love for themselves. We have abandoned. Okay, so we do have walking away. They could have certainly abandoned the relationship with you. But now that you guys are at a distance, they're also feeling nostalgic. You know, it's one of those things where they realize that they have walked away from a connection that may have certainly had the potential to be their love of a lifetime. But I'm picking up from this person that they're self-sabotaging themselves, their own progress in their life, in their love life. They tend to abandon connections when things get too serious, when they don't know how to handle things when it's actually going well, because they're so used to things getting messed up. So with this nostalgic energy, you know, it's like remembering the good times, remembering all of those happy times that you guys may have shared together. And who knows, you know, maybe with this embarrassment card, maybe they're just embarrassed to admit that they made a mistake, or that they should not have walked away from you, or that they jumped the gun by saying that you guys are not right for each other. But, you know, look at this next card. We've got Observer, which is an indication here that they are actually checking you out, more than likely on social media. They're keeping tabs on you. You could be doing that as well, Aries, if they are on social media, if you guys are still following each other and you haven't been blocked, then maybe you're keeping tabs and just remembering the good times that you guys did share. Definitely lessons that need to be learned here when it comes to this connection. And I feel when it comes to your person, they definitely have a lot of lessons that they themselves have to learn. Okay, so let's add to this. This is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aquamoonlight. Let's dig a little bit deeper here, Aries, and see what else needs to come through. Angels and spirit guides in love and life for Aries for the first half of July. What else do we need to know? They just might be too much in their pride to be able to reach out, and again, embarrassed to reach out to you. They're letting their ego get in the way. This person could also be very stubborn, and this particular card does include arrogance as a part of this person's energy. We do have emotional whirlwind coming through also, affected, dramatic, and unstable. And I feel that's the energy that they occupy, that they are in this emotional whirlwind that they put themselves in. And they do create this very unstable foundation for themselves in their relationship because they haven't healed from past hurts, I feel. That might have something to do with it. We do have this Chase card coming through, you know, preparation, relentless pursuit, and victory. So what I'm feeling here for some of you guys, the person that you are thinking about for this reading, they enjoy the chase, but once you guys actually got together and things started to get more serious, things started to go to the next level, maybe they weren't used to that. That's just what I'm picking up here. And so they decided to abandon the connection before things went too far. And that is the first card. I wondered how far this would go. You know, maybe this is a part of their thought processes. And if they're used to just having relationships that don't even last that long, and maybe things were actually going pretty good between the two of you, but they couldn't handle it. So they're in that numbing energy, I feel. Interesting. Let's see what else. What else for Aries? Yeah, we've got farewells. I'm not surprised to see that, considering we have walking away right there. Goodbyes, finality, and closure. So what I'm picking up here, Aries, for this particular storyline that's coming through, they abandoned the connection, they said goodbye, they walked away, letting you know perhaps, you know, we're just not right for each other, this isn't going the way I expected it to. But I'm also feeling from this person that might have just been BS, that they weren't exactly coming from a place of truth, that they might have actually been lying to themselves because of these lessons that remain unlearned, because of a broken heart that perhaps they haven't healed in the past. The pain in their heart, these scars that this particular song is referring to, it has not been healed. And that's going to continue to create issues in their life and in their relationships until they do face it and heal from it. So we do have this frozen energy, silence, stillness, no words. So more than likely you guys aren't even talking right now, but more than likely you guys are checking each other out on social media, keeping tabs on one another. And then we have this concealing energy, secrets, mysteries, and hiding. And that might have something to do with this embarrassment. Maybe they're just hiding from you because they are embarrassed over how they conducted themselves in the connection. And part of these secrets that they might be hiding from you could certainly be their past. That might be the case for some of you guys. So let's add to this. Let's see what else needs to come through here. So let's grab some tarot. This is the Pining Rose Tarot by my friend Amy of Calico Moon. So let's see what else needs to be added here, Aries. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries in love and life for the first half of July. What else do we need to know here? And I get this is totally specific, guys, so if it's not resonating, maybe it's not your reading this time. So we've got the Six of Pentacles here, which is earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, this is equal give and take, generosity and charity. And I feel that that's what's needed in this connection. There has to be that balance, that equal give and take between two people. And I have a feeling here, Aries, that maybe you were just giving a little bit too much and they were taking just a little bit too much, which brought you guys out of balance. It has to be an equal energy here. We do have the Hermit coming through next. Some of you guys might be focused on a Virgo here. This is introspection, solitude, reflection, soul searching, and inner guidance. And I feel when it comes to this individual that you're focused on for this reading, they need to do that. This is work that they need to put on themselves, that introspection, just to be able to have the time to really go within and figure things out for themselves. But instead of doing this, because it's right below emotional whirlwind, I just don't feel that they are taking this time. This is more like advice from what it is that they should do to help heal the pain, to help heal their heart and whatever scars they have from the past. I just feel that they're struggling a little bit in that area. And this could also be advice for you, Aries, perhaps, to just go within yourself and just have some alone time also to figure out how you want to move forward when it comes to this, and in your life too. But we do have the Nine of Swords coming up next. This is air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is anxiety. This is somebody who's losing sleep over what's happened here, or even just going through some challenges in your life, not necessarily tied into your love life strictly. This could be tapped into nightmares and fears also, which could be your person, certainly. Losing sleep over what they've done, losing sleep over the fact that they walked away from something that was actually going quite well. And again, that has something to do, I feel, with somebody who self-sabotages their progress. You know, it's like life is finally handing them something really amazing and they messed it up. Or they're just walking away or running away from it. You know, because this is somebody who's not even capable of feeling. They just want to numb those emotions, numb those feelings. They could also be drinking a little bit too much. We do have Five of Swords presenting itself here, Aries, so more air, and this is conflict, this is competition. There could have been a third-party situation here for some of you guys, which is what contributed to these secrets and mysteries and hiding energy and somebody who walked away. And also what I'm feeling here from your person is that if they do tend to self-sabotage, maybe again things were going quite well between the two of you, and their way of self-sabotaging is entering into a third party to cause you possibly to walk away because they got themselves entangled into a situation that they knew would either really upset you or to make you feel like you guys were not right for each other, when in fact I do feel for some of you it's just the opposite. It's like you guys were actually quite good for each other, but somebody self-sabotaged here. We do have the energy of the moon picking up off of Pisces. This is the hidden truth once again. So something was being hidden from you, some sort of secret that they were not sharing with you. And yes, of course, we do have the reference to the third parties and some sort of competition going here, but I'm also feeling here that they tend to just keep things to themselves. But we've got two cards talking about secrets here and mysteries, so that's no mistake. They were hiding something from you, and perhaps you discovered what that something was. And yes, the moon can certainly be tapped into our anxieties, being paranoid, which is also a part of that Nine of Swords. So I feel they're just going through a lot of heavy stuff here. That emotional whirlwind is definitely contributing to their overall vibe here. Because this is what's also in their subconscious, their fears. And yes, this can be deceptive in energy also. But on the other side of the moon is healing. And that light at the end of the tunnel. So there's a chance here that your person can actually make their way out of this dark energy that they've put themselves in. But again, you can't help them with that. That's something that they're going to have to do on their own. So with the Seven of Pentacles coming through here, Aries, this is a card of investment, hard work, paying off, growth. So if they actually put in the effort to fix what's broken between the two of you, then yes, there's a chance that you guys can work it out. They could also be at this point in time just working really hard at their job, just, you know, focusing on their money matters. This could be you as well. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting, just waiting and just to be able to see how things are ultimately going to play out. So a little bit more time might be needed here, Aries, to see how this is all going to play out. But let's go ahead and grab some romance angels to add to this. Angels and spirit guides for Aries and love and life for the first half of July. When it comes to your love life and this person, what else do we need to know? Angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know? You're calling them in, or they might even be calling you in, you know. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I'm feeling more so for you, Aries, that you are wanting them back, that you guys actually had a good connection. But I'm feeling here for those of you resonating with this, your person might be a little bit broken, heartbroken, and just overall energetically broken, and they need healing here. And until that happens, I don't think they're going to be ready to come towards you, which is why perhaps we have a wait and see situation here with the Seven of Pentacles. We do have passion though, okay? So this might have certainly been a very passionate connection between you and your person. And the verbiage from this card, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's the key right there. They need to be open to that. Until they're open to their heart being able to express themselves to you, or just open to the overall relationship, then it kind of creates that stalemate vibe. So they need to be able to create movement here, and that's why I feel we got to just wait and see how this is all going to play out. We do have you deserve love, you know, and you've got Cupid's arrow right here, especially for my feminines. You are lovable. But I'm also feeling for my feminines that it could have been you that walked away from a masculine here who is just numbing their heart space and not wanting to feel the love, not wanting to feel these emotions. There's this need, excuse me. There's this need to forgive and learn, release and heal the past to be able to experience more love now between the two of you. And I really feel for this person, that's exactly what they need to do. And maybe for yourself, Aries, you might relate to this for yourself as well. So there's a reason why this lessons card is presenting itself. And I'm not surprised to see red flags that are popping up, because I feel timing is involved here. And, you know, you are being cautioned to just tread lightly when it comes to this individual. Because it's one thing to want a reconciliation with somebody, but if they're coming back towards you as a broken person, then the relationship will suffer as a result of that. And a reminder to let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, because they have their own free will, so do you, and they can't control you any more than you can control them. So it's up to the universe really to be able to create movement here to get you guys back onto the right path towards each other. But in the meantime, I feel they've got a lot of work to do on themselves. I kind of feel that this is stressing them out a little bit also. And I'm just picking up regrets, you know, regrets that they walked away, regrets that they said goodbye. Some of you guys might have even moved on to a new relationship and they're checking you out, keeping tabs on you. So I'm just feeling here that they might have regrets here. That as well could be a part of the secrets that they're keeping from you, that they actually know that you're in a good place, that you might have moved on. And obviously, more than likely, you guys are not speaking at this time, so they're not even telling you that. Okay, so let's add to this with some lovers messages, lovers oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries and love and life for the first half of July. It is coming through as a sacred union, though. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. But, you know, it takes two people to be able to honor and treasure a relationship. And I just feel from your person, they've got to focus on themselves first. We also have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So this person could have been very critical of you. And again, if they are a broken person, if they haven't healed from past hurts, you know, I often say this, it's like hurt people end up hurting people. And maybe, you know, they've had time to assess how they've been with you, which is why they're embarrassed over how they conducted themselves. And then we've got friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So for some of you guys, you might have to reconnect as friends first and just take things slow and see how life unfolds. And if you guys are meant to be more than that, then you'll know. You'll know if it's got the potential to head in that direction. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that. So let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages. This is from my self-created deck. It's called the HeartSpace Oracle. So we'll grab a few from here, Aries, and as always, take whichever ones you're most guided towards. Some of these words could be coming from you, and of course, some of these words could be coming from the person that you're focused on for this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. I see your mind. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys are not offended by profanity, because this deck definitely contains it. Okay, let's see. What do we have? I'm yours. Okay. So this could either be coming from you, more than likely from you, especially if they're just in a weird headspace, that there's a part of you that feels that you guys still belong together and that you still want to be with this person. And clearly, we've got somebody who's missing the other, or really, they miss you, but they can't seem to bring themselves to just say this to you. Okay? That I kind of feel is a part of the secret that they're keeping from you, that they can't admit it. So rather than just telling you or reaching out to you that they really, really, really miss you, they would just prefer to be checking you out from a distance. And then we have your mind, as I mentioned. So what I'm feeling here is the two of you actually still are being drawn to each other, even if it is just energetically. You know, I'm yours, you're mine. The desire to come together is certainly here. But I just feel, because this person is coming through with this very prideful, stubborn energy, that they kind of self-sabotage their progress in love and romance and in their life. And if that's a pattern that they create for themselves, that's their issue. You know, it's nothing here for you to fix. You can just control yourself, your life, your love life, Aries. And that's basically why this card is coming through. Let go of control issues. Next message, there's lust and there's love. Let's combine the two and just make love. So they're definitely still thinking about those intimate moments with you, and maybe you are as well. And you had me at hola, whatever language you need that to be. So basically, from the very first time you guys had ever met, from that very first hello, you guys were just enamored with each other, but clearly there have been some challenges along the way, to the point where they felt the need to break free, to just walk away from the connection. Again, self-sabotage is what I'm picking up from this person. They're numbing their heart space because there's something going on there from their past that they have not healed from. So rather than sticking it out in whatever challenges you guys might have gone through, they walk away or they abandon the connection instead of working through the issues and problems. That might be a pattern that they've created for themselves time and time again. And that's a pattern that needs to be broken. And until they learn that lesson for themselves, they're going to keep experiencing that. They're going to keep creating situations where that keeps popping up. That is what I'm picking up from that. Okay, so we're going to close this out with this deck. This is the Divine Love Affirmations deck, Self-Love and Relationships, by my soul sister Angelic Revelation 144. So we'll grab a few from here, Aries, and take whichever one you're most guided towards, as always. But that's basically what I'm feeling here, that this person, they actually care for you. They miss you like crazy. Those intimate moments that you guys have shared with one another, they're still reminiscing and feeling nostalgic about that. And they're embarrassed, maybe, to just reach out to you at this point in time. So again, this is a situation with the Seven of Pentacles where you have to just be patient, wait and see how this plays out. Because there are red flags clearly that are presenting itself here, and that needs to be cleared. Okay, so let's see. I invite harmony into my life, into my connection, and allow a harmonious, sacred union with my divine partner. This is exactly what your person needs to do. They need to be able to invite this experience into their life, invite you back into their heart. And until they do that, they're just going to create drama after drama. Look at this next one. I am best friends with my divine partner first and lovers second. My partner knows that they can depend on me to be there for them through thick and thin. And maybe you might have even said this to them, or you guys might have even discussed this. And it's really picking up off of this card. You got to go back to the basics sometimes when two people have gone into separation. Start back at one, friendship first, and take things to the next level as lovers when the time is right. Next one. I am the most empowered version of myself when I embrace my independence. In my divine relationship, I can still be independent, meeting my own needs without being codependent on my partner, therefore being responsible for my own happiness. And again, I'm feeling this is exactly what this person needs to do. This is where they need to ultimately be. This is the goal as far as the work that they need to do on themselves, to be empowered within their own independence and to not lose their identity in their own relationship with you. And until they can do that, they need to fix what's broken within themselves. Last one. I relax and rest into the reassurance that this connection is in divine hands. And it is, sometimes you just got to turn it over to a higher power, to the universe, to be able to fix what's broken in a connection. But, people have to do their part as well to be able to heal themselves, especially from experiences and whatever broke this person, whatever hurt them, whatever pain they're still carrying around with them, whatever burdens are attached to them. You've got your own burdens, Aries, we all do. And so, you can't make their problem your problem. They need to be able to fix what's broken within themselves. And until that time, all you can do is focus on yourself, your life, and the direction that you're going. And if you guys are meant to come back together, that's because they've put in the work on themselves to be able to make that happen. Okay, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of it resonated with you, that it offered you some advice you could use at this time. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.